kauli inayotufungulia vishindo, hoja, siasa, dini, tamaduni, uchumi na mengine mengi yanayohusu vijana, haswa wale wa vyuo. Na maanisha nini? Urejeo mpya wa sehemu ya Meza Moto umedunda tena kila siku ya Ijumaa. Ungana nami Daniel Kihoro ili tusemezane, tuchambue na kudurusu masuala yanayohusu vijana. Na haya yote ni ndani ya runingo ipendayo ya Koelib, ambapo nitakuwa na hodha wako Daniel Kihoro.
We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Let the speakers move.
Go! We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Let the speakers move.
Go!
Koelib for my business has really been a point of growth because I've seen my business move from one point to another. And you know, with Koelib, you get to understand the business aspect of it and how to make money. And
Koelib Incubator. Innovate, invest, incubate.
I want to recommend very highly Koelib to every youth out there who has an idea that they want to bring on board. This is a place where you'll be incubated, so to say. You, irrespective of how rugged you feel your idea is, you come to this place and we will continuously work on you to make sure that the idea that you have is refined and at least you become the person.
Koelib Incubator. Innovate, invest, incubate.
Shabash! Na kama wanavyosema, usijenge ukweni hata kama umeuziwa shamba na baba mkwe. Ndio kauli inayotufungulia vishindo, hoja, siasa, dini, tamaduni, uchumi na mengine mengi yanayohusu vijana, haswa wale wa vyuo. Na maanisha nini? Urejeo mpya wa sehemu ya Meza Moto umedunda tena kila siku ya Ijumaa. Ungana nami Daniel Kihoro ili tusemezane, tuchambue na kudurusu masuala yanayohusu vijana. Na haya yote ni ndani ya runingo ipendayo ya Koelib, ambapo nitakuwa na hodha wako Daniel Kihoro.
We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me.
are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up, let the speakers move. Go.
Shabash! Na kama wanavyosema, usijenge ukweni hata kama umeuziwa shamba na baba mkwe, ndio kauli inayotufungulia vishindo, hoja, siasa, dini, tamaduni, uchumi na mengine mengi yanayohusu vijana, haswa wale wa vyuo. Na maanisha nini? Urejeo mpya wa sehemu ya Meza Moto umedunda tena kila siku ya Ijumaa. Ungana nami Daniel Kihoro ili tusemezane, tuchambue na kudurusu masuala yanayohusu vijana. Na haya yote ni ndani ya runingo ipendayo ya Koilib, ambapo nitakuwa na hodha wako Daniel Kihoro.
We hustle,
We go through.
Access granted.
we win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You wanna tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up, let the speakers move. Go.
I want to recommend very highly Koilib to every youth out there who has an idea that they want to bring on board. This is a place where you'll be incubated, so to say. You, irrespective of how rugged you feel your idea is, you come to this place and we will continuously work on you to make sure that the idea that you have is refined and at least you become the person.
Koilib Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
Koilib for my business has really been a point of growth because I've seen my business move from one point to another. And you know, with Koilib, you get to understand the business aspect of it and how to make money. And
Koilib Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
Well, it started with a promise contained in a manifesto. But again, there is a plan, and on the other hand, there is a reality. Well, welcome back to the youth and leadership. We have today, we are really blessed to have one of our very own, a man that calls himself the wisest comrade. Do you still call yourself the wisest comrade?
Yes, I'm still the wisest comrade, and I consider myself as students as wise. Every comrade, each comrade is wise, but I'm the wisest comrade.
Okay.
Yes.
And when did this name start, and what inspired you behind having such a name, such a wisest comrade name?
The name came about because I understand the Secretary General is the engine of the school and is the spokesperson of the a normal comrade. And myself, I see each comrade as wise, and to be the spokesperson of wise comrades, you must be the wisest, so that you can represent them well.
Well, that is a basic part of the introduction, so maybe you will give us a full basic introductory part. Who are you? What do you do? And who are you in the EUSA?
Okay, my name is Walter Osundwa, and I was baptized by water and called Osundwa, but thereafter, my grandfather and my great-grandfathers came, and I was baptized by fire and named Osundwa Chief. So that is back then when I was still a titular, a child. So I'm a son of a peasant and just surviving in these streets of this country known as Kenya. And I bless Almighty because I was blessed to come to Egerton University, and I have not started leadership at this moment. In high school, I went to Starehe Boys Center, and I was a leader there. In the whole of my primary life, I was a prefect and an overall leader in primary. So I have not started this journey now. I started this journey a long time ago.
Well, just from your introduction, it states that you've been a leader, and this has been your lifetime journey. So, Mr. Osundwa, you've had a lot of activities, you've attended different events, you've represented the Students' Union in different capacities. And today we are here to account for all you've done. It's close to an anniversary, a year since you took office on 5th May. And today we want to know what you've done, what you've not done, and what you wish to do, even after retiring, being that me and you know well that you have close to a month at March left. So I'm kicking off to the first question. Mr. Osundwa, how has your role as the Secretary General contributed to the overall development and the progress of the Egerton University Students Association?
Okay, before maybe I answer the question, today morning I found some disheartening news about the passing on of our two comrades, the one Lorena Koth and Oscar Odhiambo. So I take this opportunity to pass my condolences to the fallen soldiers. Now to the question, can you come up again, please?
How has your role as the Secretary General contributed to the overall development and the progress of the Egerton University Students Association?
Okay, as my role as SG, and I appreciate and I'm also thankful to the 17 plus delegates and the Egerton fraternity for giving me this opportunity. So my role as SG, of course, I have done my best about, and when we went into the office, it was so tempting that this moment the new statutes were being put in place and the new policies of Egerton University are being put in place. And it was an elephant in the room when we went into office. And also, what I have done is that the first thing I did is to ensure the EUSA team is working in cosmic harmony and we are united, so as we can face the issues that are affecting our comrades. So I have been so vigilant upon unity, and I ensured my team is united enough so that we face the elephant that was in the room immediately after inauguration. And I'm glad we were able to face it with all our clothes.
I'm glad you're saying that EUSA is working in harmony, and you as the Secretary have ensured that your team is working together so that you can produce results. And apparently from previous claims or allegations, of which we are yet to prove, we are proving it today, we know very well that your team, the SGC team, that is the head of the EUSA, have not been working in harmony, you as the Secretary included.
They are the claims that have not yet been proven. Some the claims are not true, and as the Super SG, I have ensured everyone is working together, and unity was our first priority. So the allegations are not true, and they're not as you allegate it.
Okay, maybe we will put lines on straight up here. We know, me and you know, that you as a Secretary General, you have held so many events with the chairperson, the EUSA chairperson, Madam Cynthia Wanini. There is no point in time where the chairperson, the vice chairperson, Mr. Redska Daniel, has been seen in public with the chairperson. Instead, you as the Secretary General have been on very many events with the chairperson. To some point, many people think, maybe believe that you are maybe the vice chair de facto, and Redska is the vice chair de jure. So maybe, and again, you and me will know that ever since you guys got into office, you have had one meeting as the SGCs. And we know that on a weekly basis, the comrades have issues. Let me not say it on a weekly basis. We can say even on a monthly basis. So tell me, how do you people sit down and meet when you people have only had one meeting, and the meeting that you had was an introductory meeting where you people were maybe familiarizing with yourselves? How do you come up to maybe solve these people's issues when you people do not meet? And again, something else that claims that you people are not at par. When during your second parliamentary session, when Redska Daniel issuing his closing remarks, addressed issues about arena homes harassing comrades, and I believe even the Mr. Nyayo, the director academics, seconded and said that he himself has been a victim of circumstances and has been harassed by the arena homes. You people, together with the parliamentarians, seconded this, and you agreed that you people were to sit down and sit down with the SGCs and the congresses, the Njokerio Congress and the Gate Congress, Damaris and Peter Namugiri. But a day or two later, a letter came from your office without you people having sat down and discussed and deliberated on this issue, addressing arena homes. Could you maybe justify on the same?
First of all, you have said we have carried out only one meeting. That is not true. We have been having meetings on monthly, and even when matters arise, you have been having meetings as SGC. Yes.
Yeah, just to interject you, yes. We are on live and we have one of our reporters with one of the SGC's members, yes. Two of them. So would you mind if you make a call and maybe confirm that you have had countless meetings with them? Because apparently we have two reporters on ground with two different SGCs, and they can tell us the reality.
Yes, even today at 2 p.m. we are having an SGC meeting. No, not the second meeting. We have had countless meetings with SGC. Yes.
Just to be precise, which dates and which days? Because I know you are the secretary, you coordinate, and of course you have the list and you keep the records with you.
Yes, I have the records. The first meeting we had was about introductory meeting. And we had that meeting we laid out our views, what we need to do for our comrades. And after then, we went into long holiday. We went to recess. Some went to their attachment places. And when we came back, the new rule was about to be enacted, that students who maybe had receipts should repeat the academic year, and those who failed should also repeat the academic year. And I remember Madam Chair called up a meeting so as to deliberate on the issue, and we deliberated the issue, and we were able to sort it from there. We had countless meetings with the SGCs. The other meeting, we had a lot of meetings. But you can only
remember one meeting, two meetings. Anyway, it's maybe we blame it on the memory.
There are personal issues. Okay, there are SGC meetings, there are student governing council meetings, of which I can't say what we are discussing.
They were personal meetings.
Not personal meetings. They are governing council meetings, SGC meetings.
SGC meetings.
Yeah, and whatever we do with the meetings is up to us. We are here to serve the students.
But you are here to serve the students, but whatever you do in the meetings is up to you. Anyway, that is a puzzle. And
Yes.
Mr. Osundwa,
Yes.
you as the SecGen, you have been seen in public with the chairperson so much.
Yes.
And this one has brought wrangles between and rifts between you and the SGCs, the SGCs as a whole body. You've been seen with the chairperson in very many events. Not even once as the vice chair been seen with the chairperson. I'll mention but a few of the events. The first event, the National Prayer Breakfast, and the AYLF leadership, where you people got 7 slots for the SGCs, but only you, the chairperson, and the treasurer attended. We have also the leadership summit at Kabarak, where you've headed countless times. And we also have the HELB event, the ITAX event, the TAGDEV summit, to name but a few. It beats logic, Mr. Secretary General, when the National Prayer Breakfast is held, the health science students are in session, we have the treasurer who is in attachment. You are off session, you are on holiday. We have Mr. Reska Daniel is doing health sciences in school. We again have Madam Livia, who is also in session. And again, we have Mr. Nyayo, Director Academics, who is in session. These people are easily available since they are in session. But again, it's ironical that they are left, and these people are in attachment, and you are out of session. You are picked and summoned from where you are to attend a National Prayer Breakfast. Do you want to convince me that there is unity there? Really?
Okay, there's unity there because
it is easy to pick someone from attachment and leave those in presence.
You have not told me who picked the people to attend.
I want to recommend very highly COILIB to every youth out there who has an idea that they want to bring on board. This is a place where you will be incubated, so to say. Irrespective of how rugged you feel your idea is, you come to this place, and we will continuously work on you to make sure that the idea that you have is refined, and at least you become the person.
COILIB Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
COILIB for my business has really been a point of growth because I've seen my business move from one point to another. And with COILIB, you get to understand the business aspect of it and how to make money.
COILIB Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up. Let the speakers move. Go.
I want to recommend very highly COILIB to every youth out there who has an idea that they want to bring on board. This is a place where you will be incubated, so to say. Irrespective of how rugged you feel your idea is, you come to this place, and we will continuously work on you to make sure that the idea that you have is refined, and at least you become the person.
COILIB Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
Shabash! Na kama wanavyosema, usijenge ukweni hata kama umeuziwa shamba na baba mkwe, ndio kauli inayotufungulia vishindo, hoja, siasa, dini, tamaduni, uchumi na mengine mengi yanayohusu vijana, haswa wale wa vyuo. Na maanisha nini? Urejeo mpya wa sehemu ya meza moto umedunda tena kila siku ya Ijumaa. Ungana nami Daniel Kihoro ili tusemezane, tuchambue na kudurusu masuala yanayohusu vijana. na haya yote ni ndani ya runingo ipendayo ya Koilib, ambapo nitakuwa na hodha wako Daniel Kihoro.
That we first. We're kicking on with our conversation, youth and leadership, and today we are humbled and privileged to have our guest, Mr. Walter Osundwa, here with us, who will continue being with us and maybe answering and explaining all that he has done in his anniversary, the 1 year in leadership. Mr. Osundwa, we'll get back to you. Maybe we'll all again continue with our questions and maybe our insights on the same. About the class reps, you as the Secretary General, you know that you are one of the signatories of the EUSA accounts. What have you done having in mind that the class reps are lamenting so much and about the delayed payments of the tokens?
Okay, thank you. A point of correction. The Secretary General, maybe as the Constitution outlines, he is not among the signatories of the checks or the money in EUSA, but I have a very big role in ensuring that everyone in EUSA, including the comrades, including whichever, get what they want. I have a very major role in that. And us with the treasurer, with the Madam President and everyone, every SGC, we have been up to that. And I'm glad to mention this, that we have finalized everything and the class reps are going to be paid from Monday next week.
From Monday next week?
Yes.
So we should be certain that the class reps are being paid from Monday
next week.
The date?
From Monday next week.
Okay, from Monday next week.
You can confirm the calendar and you will see the date.
Okay.
Yes.
About the and we all know that you guys have been trying your best to do it. On the run up to the examination period, we had you people help in the disbursement or the release of the meal cards. And again, on the second week, during the exam, you found that some students will get to the mess and be returned back. These students are heading for exams. He's hungry, he's needy, and is being returned back to the with a meal card without issuing food to him. What was the problem, and what did you do to contain, and even to contain such a menace in future?
It's really shocking that some students were sent away from the mess.
You were not aware?
I'm not aware, and I've never had such thing. That those are maybe you produce the facts about people who were sent away, and what made them to be sent away, because the meal cards were supposed to be used in the mess.
Okay, just to produce a fact,
yes.
Mr. Katana, one of the congresses, even head to the dean's office with 7 students who were sent away from the mess with the meal cards.
The problem being?
And that's why I'm asking, what was the problem and what happened?
I never heard of such, and I'm yet to understand what happened, because we issued meal cards, and to your information, all meal cards were exhausted, and I've never received any complaint from the students who we issued meal cards to them. Even the congresses and whatever, I have never received any complaint from students about the meal cards and about them being sent away from the mess.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. And again, you as a Secretary General, you've been in office, and I'm proud you have your achievements. That once you leave office, you will like, these are earmarks. These are achievements that you like people to take a stone. You're like a stepping stone for other people. Will you maybe even highlight even 5 major achievements you have done?
Yeah, I want to categorically confirm that these are not my achievements, but they are achievements as EUSA at large, EUSA 2023-2024. Yes, they are achievements because we are working as a team and we are working as one entity, as an association. So there's nothing like an individual achievement, like my achievement as Secretary General. I'll say my achievement as an SGC 2023-2024. Yes, and we were working together, and each and everything that happened, we were together. We success. Yes,
Mr. Sekjen, let's be realistic, Mr. Sekjen. When you formed the manifesto, did you form EUSA as SGCs, or you formed you as Mr. Osundwa?
Yeah, it was. I had only 2 manifestos. If we have I've just come across my manifesto.
Yeah, it was a slogan, 2 slogans.
There were 2 slogans. That is Comrade Asikie Fiti and Comrade's Agenda First.
And how did you win without a manifesto?
Yes.
How did you win without a manifesto?
Because, you know, I know, Balozi, you have been in this school. I don't know how long have you been here, but you must be able to understand the system of the school and how the school works and how we get to university works. You must be able to understand the system. How? Because I know I cannot write in my manifesto that I will reduce the fee structure, or I will reduce the fee from 18,000 to 100 shillings, because I understand the system. And I will not write in my manifesto that I will donate drugs in the sanatorium, because I have no capacity to do that. And if you understand the system of the school, the issues affecting comrades, they come up as you progress. And I never knew when I came into office that there will be this receipt session. So maybe the next person who is going to vie, he will write in his manifesto that I will remove somebody, I will remove receipts, I will remove people repeating the academic year, or I will remove people repeating the courses. So what I understood is that issues affecting comrades, they come as the semester progresses, or they come as the year progresses. So the first thing we did was to deal with this receipt issue. Yeah, and as I was there, we were there at the forefront dealing with it. And the statutes had been put in place in November, and were put in place in November. And they were supposed to begin with us when we went into office. But we were able to negotiate, and people who failed receipts were to repeat the whole academic year. They were to repeat each and every unit they did. But according to us, we intervened where possible, and the students were allowed to repeat the units they failed. And to your information, that we fought for that. Even we fought for that for a very long period of time because of the system of the school. Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of interesting. And I've come to believe that someone can win easily without a manifesto. And again, you saying you don't have individual achievements. As
I have not said I have any individual achievements.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just trying to confirm that. You've said you don't have individual achievements.
I say I don't. No, just get me so clearly. I said they are not my achievements.
Okay.
They are not my achievements.
Yeah, that is clear. That is clear.
They are achievements we have achieved as a team. I cannot brag that I made people not to repeat maybe the academic year. I cannot brag that I did this. I cannot brag that I wrote some. I wrote to the governor so that medicine should be supplied in the sanatorium. They're not my achievement, but they are achievement as a team. Yes.
Okay, Mr. Sekjen, thank you. We know clearly that over the years we've had different secretary generals. From 2020 to 2021, we had Mr. Mohamed Chute, then we had Mr. Branbet, your predecessor, and then we have you. Recently, Mr. Branbet brought to the institution, to the students, to the university, in the Uongozi Awards, the best secretary general of the year. Maybe one of your greatest achievements on line to that.
Yeah, my greatest achievement was as in bringing back the Uongozi Awards and whatever. Even doesn't count to the normal comrade. Bring back Uongoza Award, and the normal comrade in the institution is suffering. That one even doesn't affect the normal comrade.
Maybe just
Yes.
in my own perception, for you to be the best Secretary General, it means you have really dealt with the comrades at ground. You
Yes.
have had their problems,
Yes.
and you have worked.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying maybe as the best Secretary General, you can be the best Secretary General because you've worked.
Because I'm the best Secretary in Egerton University, I'm the best Secretary because I've worked for my students.
Do we have
in Egerton
two Secretaries?
University.
When you say I'm the best Secretary,
I am the best because you are comparing me with the past, because me, I can't compare myself. I'm a brand on my own.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a brand on my own. And
The wisest comrade.
Whichever my predecessor did, it's always none of my business, because we are a brand at our own.
Okay, that is very interesting.
Yes.
And you've said you are a brand at your own. Can you share any challenges you faced in your position and how you've overcome them? During your Secretary position, you yourself as Osundwa. Yeah. Any challenge that you faced?
Yes, the challenges I faced in my leadership, where I went into leadership when I was so naive that I just wanted everything to go the way I want. Yes, when I say, comrades, we go this way, I wanted it to go that way. But I never understood the system. But when you come to understand the system of the school, how the system works, you will find out yourself that we limit ourselves to association. So what I expected, I expected everything, like everything that each student wanted to go through. But you see, everything that maybe we wanted and everything that we were supposed to maybe represent, to take up there, we tried, but we now, and I understand the system. So the challenge was mostly understanding the system, but now I'm into the system. I know how the system works.
Yeah, thank you.
That was now my challenge as the SG.
Just a brief recap with what the interview we had with the chairperson, Ms. Cynthia Wenini. Yes. She said that you people as the SGCs, and you've confirmed that you people work in hand. Yes. You work together. To mean what she said is the reality. Yes. She said that you people, you have put aside 2.5 million for the work study program. And putting facts right, this year, work study, we had 174 students from the main campus who benefited, and we had 50 from town campus, putting it 224. If you calculate and take 224 students times 4,000, it gives you 896,000. So where is this 2.5 million coming from? And you said you work together, to mean you have to support her claims.
Yes, I have to support her claims, but 2.5 million of the work study, I know maybe 2.5 million of the work study. The chair was here and he elaborated on how the work study works. And the claims by the chair, I understand the chair is sitting in the alumni group and whatever. And we are soliciting. The 2.5 million is not coming from that knee. Your numbering or your calculations are not correct.
Mr. Sekjen,
yes,
my numbering is not correct.
Yes,
224 students multiplied by 4,000 is not 806,000. It's 2.5 million. You're trying to say that?
I think you misunderstood, Madam Chair. You misunderstood, Madam Chair.
Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll get back to that, and we really appreciate your insights on the same. We were on your challenges that you faced in your position and how you've overcome them. When you people were distributing work study bursaries and the bursaries, 6 slots were issued to, this one is on you yourself as the challenge that you've experienced. 6 slots were issued out of the 7 SGCs, and apparently you are the only SGC who missed a slot. maybe you were busy or committed somewhere. And one thing, Mr. Nyayo, the DA was allocated to Madam Carolelo. We have Livia who was allocated to Madam Janet Soy, the chairperson, Lydia Lagat, vice chair, and with Madam Irene Kigen. Then after this happened, there was a propaganda that you were put to maybe put people straight in the line. Your work was to arrange people in the lines, how they were getting in, and this really brought out so much from even you yourself, a rift between the comrades yourself. And once you have a rift, then there is no work delivery at the end of the day.
I don't think if there were a rift from there. I don't know where you got that information that was arranged to align comrades, but everyone, and it's the mandate of the SGC and congresses at large.
Okay, finally,
to ensure that the bursaries are being distributed in a very wonderful manner, and then in manner that nobody is left behind, nobody or any needy student is left behind.
And I'm happy because at one time you have also been a beneficiary of the work study program, right?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll go into the last question before we go for a break.
Yes.
I'm being told that time is not on our side. How do you ensure effective communication between the Students Association and the students' body at large? Being the Secretary General, it's your work to disseminate information to the students, even within USGCs. How do you ensure that there is effective communication?
Yeah, effective communication, I'm the SG. So effective communication comes from the SGC group, and I communicated to the congresses. Congresses later communicate the information to the class reps communicate to the students.
But I believe in the EUSA Constitution, Article 41, Section 3, you people have, it's in your mandate that you as the SecGen, you are the one who is supposed to disseminate the information to the comrades. With me here, I have letters that the chairperson herself has written. You can see here. Again, we have a letter that the vice chairperson has written. Again, we have a letter that you yourself you have written, even Madam Livia Nyakundi having written these letters. So on the event, someone can forge a name and maybe say, I call myself X and X, and decides to write this information on behalf of that person. Is it not going to cause strife among students or comrades? And even recently, we had a letter that you wrote without a stamp of the EUSA. Maybe someone could just come out and claim to be you, and maybe extort something from the comrades. We have that letter here with me. You can share an insight on the same. What about that? Now that in the Constitution, it's your mandate to disseminate information, and here you see, these are instances where even the vice chair writes a letter, sends it, the chairperson herself writes a letter, sends it to the comrades, the welfare director sends it, Mr. Nyayo, the DA, does it. And it's your mandate, it's bestowed upon your shoulders to do the same. What do you have to say about this?
Yes, I have the mandate to write the information and communication to my comrades, and in the event that I'm held up doing something else, I usually maybe delegate. If maybe it's a welfare issue, I just ask Madam Livia Nyakundi to do that, because she has informed me. When it's also a welfare issue about whatever, the vice does the same. And if it's an academic issue, when I'm held up, the director academics does the same.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So maybe you were held up somewhere, so they had to step in.
Yeah, and
that's a very good rapport, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Before time, you had dismissed the fact that you were a signatory of the EUSA account, yes. And this issue was relating to the class reps. In Article 41, Section 3 in the Constitution, number H, 3H, it's your mandate, and it's written here, be signatory of the association account. Maybe you didn't mean EUSA, Egerton University Student Association account. That's what they meant, and you dismiss the fact that you are not same. So to mean, does it mean you even don't understand your duty?
I think you have an old version of the Constitution.
There's an updated one.
There's an updated Constitution. Yes, please. Can you find an updated version of the Constitution first?
Thank you very much, yes. Viewers. As we head to the break, let me go and find the updated version of the Constitution. And I was your host, Dickens, and this was your host, You have guessed?
I'm
Mr.
Osundwa
Osundwa.
Chief, yes.
Yeah, thank you.
We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up. Let the speakers move. Go.
I want to recommend very highly Coilib to every youth out there who has an idea that they want to bring on board. This is a place where you'll be incubated, so to say. You, irrespective of how rugged you feel your idea is, you come to this place and we will continuously work on you to make sure that the idea that you have is refined and at least you become the person.
Coilib Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
Shabash! Na kama wanavyosema, usijenge ukweni hata kama umeuziwa shamba na baba mkwe, ndio kauli inayotufungulia vishindo, hoja, siasa, dini, tamaduni, uchumi na mengine mengi yanayohusu vijana, haswa wale wa vyuo. Na maanisha nini? Urejeo mpya wa sehemu ya meza moto umedunda tena kila siku ya Ijumaa. Ungana nami Daniel Kihoro ili tusemezane, tuchambue na kudurusu masuala yanayohusu vijana. Na haya yote ni ndani ya runingo ipendayo ya Coilib, ambapo nitakuwa na hodha wako Daniel Kihoro.
Coilib for my business has really been a point of growth because I've seen my business move from one point to another. And with Coilib, you get to understand the business aspect of it and how to make money.
Coilib Incuba. Innovate, invest, incubate.
We hustle.
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.
We lose.
Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
In everything, we dust ourselves.
We are the majority.
You want to tell me just what we're dealing with here?
If you haven't guessed by now, I'll tell you who we are.
It's me. Hi.
We are the empowered youth.
On air, underground.
And this is our podcast, the EY Podcast.
Turn it up. Let the speakers move. Go.
Welcome back to today's conversation, youth and leadership. And the man we've been waiting for, he calls himself the wisest comrade. Welcome back, our Sec-Gen, Mr. Osundwa. And we were on the point where you had instructed me to kindly look for the updated constitution. Since you have an idea of the updated constitution, maybe you will share with me because...
Yes, I will share with you after.
Kindly. Yeah.
I have a hard copy, which we are working on it, so I will share with you.
Okay, it's not yet updated.
It's updated. It's an updated version, and the past regime, it was updated from the past regime, but it's not into. It started, some part of it started being into action from the past regime.
Mr. Osundwa, yes. Just on the said effect, we know very well that Mr. Redska is the chairperson Electoral Review Commission, yes, in EUSA, and you are a member. of the Electoral Review Commission, and you proposed a way in which the SGCs in the election, you guys form a coalition. What do I mean? That when someone votes for the chairperson, his vote counts all the way till the direct agenda. What was your plan on this? Was it on self-interest, or maybe you had something very good for the comrades on the same?
Okay, the proposal was not mine. The proposal came from the students. And
the students were in parliament with you?
We did what we did with the proposals. We opened a window for the proposals on the amendment of the constitution, and we were receiving proposals from each and every corner of the university, and that was one of the proposals we found on our desk. So it is not my proposal, it came from Egerton, one of the students, or many of the students from Egerton University. And it was not one comrade who maybe proposed that. There were almost 5 of them who proposed the same. So we found it to bring it to the electoral committee, the commission, and each member of the committee, we agreed to take it to the parliament. And at the parliament level, I think even the congresses bought the idea, and it was put into action, and we were waiting for the same. It was not mine, but it came from the students.
Okay, so you are a representative of the students?
It came from the students.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I'm just saying.
Yes,
it's a synonym of the same.
I'm representing the students as the Secretary General of Egerton University.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Sekjen, you wrote a letter to the students about the physical offices in Maringo and Student Center. On many events, most circumstances, students have visited these offices and found no one. I'm saying what I'm trying to mean here is the SGCs. I believe even you have never been found in the same office, or maybe
I've been there.
You've been busy.
Yesterday I left my Maringo office at 6:30
a.m.
in the evening.
Okay.
Yes, in the PM I was there. And in our CBD office, it has some issues. It will be renovated. We are planning to renovate it, so it's not habitable. So we usually you can find ourselves in Maringo office as per now.
Mr. Sekjen, yesterday at 5:30 there was a student who came there with a very concerning issue.
Yes.
At 5:30 p.m. and couldn't meet you.
I was there. You can ask those people who were there. I was in
Which are these people who were there?
People were there. A lot of students came here. Some had issues and whatever. So we dealt with them yesterday. I was there.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And again, I'm still back on the Usamani. Just a clarity. The chair said that the 2.5 million was for bursaries and work study.
Yes.
But you said no the other time.
You said work study alone. No, you.
But you would have clarified for us. You would have corrected me and said it was for bursaries and.
Not I was to clarify the same.
Kindly clarify. I'll really appreciate. Yeah, thank you.
So the 2.5 million, I think you had stated wrongly last time. You said you to say the work study alone, but what I understand, we give bursaries, and we don't give 2.5 million at once. We give 1.2 at 2.5 first semester, and another 1.25 in the second semester.
If I get your facts right the way you are stating them, let us be logical and practical here. Work study is issued September or January. They issued once a year. Yeah. And the bursaries are also issued once a year. Only on the event there is so much sufficient money, then it will be issued twice, right? Or on the agreement on your side. Mr. Sekjen, 224 times 4,000, you said my arithmetic was wrong, but it's 896,000. This year, that was work study. 224 students who benefited times 4,000, that is 896,000. And again, Mr. Sekjen, bursary. In the main campus here, we had 225 students who benefited. Times 4,000 is 900,000. Calculating 900,000 plus 896,000, how much is it? Maybe I can help.
Yes, just wait.
That's a basic arithmetic. You can also help. Maybe my arithmetic can be wrong too.
800
and 96,000
plus
900,000.
That's approximately 1.6.
1.6.
Yes.
Can let us just get the facts
1.6,
right.
yes.
Yeah. Plus 900,000. That's 1.7.
1.7.
And you said?
I said 1.7, 1.6 there.
The other one said 1.25. You said 1.25 million.
What you don't understand is that
it's an error of plus or minus 0.1.
No, not an error.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not an error. What don't I understand? What you don't understand is that from that 2.5 is from the Egerton University Student Association, as in docket.
Yeah.
And we have some dockets that university maybe might supplement to our docket.
Okay.
So what the chair said, she said, yeah, she has from her docket, she has planned for 2.5 million. And she never, okay, what I want to clarify that there are some other dockets that we maybe may source money from and to add up to that amount.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you. And on the student officers issue, you're saying it's open and the students should visit you regularly and will find you there.
Yes.
Okay, I really appreciate you. Mr. Sekjen, you, of course, in your line of duty, you must face criticism. You have those people who don't like you, who will always subject your work to maybe hackwash. They'll take it as null and void. What strategies do you employ to maintain a positive image? Maintaining, regarding the same, you recently released a video, and I'll quote your words in the video. Our watoto, wapi nyinyi watoto na wangoja campaign, and the money was so much. You have the video, but maybe I'll confirm to you so that you don't say that's not you. Let me just share the video with you if you don't mind. Yeah, and the video was, how much was the amount, kindly? It was so much.
The amount was 385,000.
All for next year's campaign, this year's campaign.
Yes.
Wow.
Not for this year, okay.
Yeah, well, then okay, but in your words, you said na wangoja nyinyi watoto mkuje campaign. I'm quoting your words. Maybe which campaign were you saying? Church campaign, USA campaign? Maybe you will clarify on the same.
Okay.
Considering the fact that in the USA Constitution, in the Electoral Commission, it's not allowed for you to campaign while in office.
Yes.
Yeah, but it looks like you did the same. So you're not sure whether you campaigned for the electoral position or maybe in the church you are campaigning to help the needy.
I'm here to clarify.
Thank you.
Yes, and even in my name, I updated to be Mr. President. And as a leader, I'm aspiring to be a national leader.
Yeah, I can play it for you.
January. Wako wapi watoto? Tukutane January, campaign. Wako wapi watoto? Campaign tutachachisha January.
And you've said it was 730,000.
Yes.
You've said campaign ya January.
Yes.
So maybe clarify.
And I don't know what's your assumption or presumption about the video.
We don't make assumptions, and that's why we like you to maybe make insights right on this.
And our assumption, your assumption, and what do you think about the video?
What I think about the video,
yes.
I'm a media personnel practitioner.
Yes.
I just see you. I can't think, but I work with facts.
Yes.
I see you holding money, and you've confirmed that it's 720,000.
Yes.
And you are on a hood, and you're saying, wapi ya watoto tukutane campaign January.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what's your perception? Am I talking about Egerton University campaigns?
That is my question. Thank you. That's my question. You bring the point home.
I never meant Egerton University campaigns.
Church campaigns.
You understand,
building church.
We are doing KUSO elections.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe you are planning with the recent KUSO presidents, and I'm also aspiring to vie for KUSO presidency.
Then considering the fact that campaigns for Egerton
organization, yes.
When are our campaigns? The Egerton University
they are
campaigns?
Not in January. They are, maybe I don't know. We don't have the commission in place.
But
you don't know the date of the Egerton University.
Mr. Sekjen, on the 18th, the chairperson released a memo, instructing people to to the interested applicants to apply for the commissioner's post. Then can you really release a memo when you, Secretary General, you don't have some?
We were much into January. January is ending, and the video clearly stated January.
And maybe the video was even from
we
2014.
Even January.
Maybe the video was not for this year, it's for maybe 2020, 2019.
The video was for not even this year, last year. It was for last year. That's why you were saying January.
It's last year, January.
Not last year, January. It was last year, December. I have just told you I'm aspiring to be the KUSO president.
Thank you.
Kenya
And
University
on the same,
yes.
Mr. Chair, you've really worked well for the EUSA. Are you willing? What is your next stepping stone after retiring, after finishing office of the SecGen? What's your next stepping stone? Just to be precise, are you giving it a shot to the vice chair position, to the chairperson's position? Because it's normal. Maybe you can't go back to the Congress or a class rep. You have to take ahead.
Yeah, that's why I've told you I'm aspiring to be the KUSO president.
What about EUSA? Are you vying in any other position?
With even the constitution has not even enabled us to maybe declare our candidature, and when that time comes, and when the students maybe decide.
But KUSO's constitution allows you to declare your candidature at this point.
Because yes, it allowed us.
But Egerton, the EUSA constitution does not allow you to declare at this point.
Yeah,
point home. Thank you.
Yes.
So at the right time, we shall cross the bridge when we get there.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. SecGen, how do you balance transparency and confidentiality in your work when dealing with sensitive information within the students?
How do I balance?
Transparency and confidentiality,
yes,
when dealing with sensitive information with the students.
Okay, in my docket, I think I have never come across anything to hide from students. I've been open always.
Okay, yeah, I meant,
yes.
Sorry to interpret this. I didn't mean that you should disclose. Okay, there are these cases that need you shouldn't disseminate information to the public. There are such cases that you should not give information to any other person. So how have you come across this? I didn't mean that you shouldn't give them information when dealing with some sensitive information within the students.
Yes, but I've never come across any information that I should not share with the comrades or confidential information, because Egerton University Student Association is association of everyone in the university, each and every student. So any information that is confidential to me is also confidential to the common comrade.
To mean?
To mean that anything that is confidential in EUSA is also confidential to the comrades.
Yeah.
We are part and parcel of EUSA.
There's someone we are in live, remember, and there's someone here asking me who changed that article that Osundwa is talking about. The roles were never touched. Let him explain that. He's Manuel. Manuel is asking who changed the article that you are talking about. The article that you said was changed before we went for the break. To be precise, you know.
I said I will share the.
And so he's asking who changed, which committee came together and changed.
The committee that changed the articles.
Yeah. The article. It was an article.
Is who are we asking? As in, we're asking the question because he's not aware of what he's talking about.
And that's why he wants you to make him aware.
Yes.
He's asking who came up, who sat down.
Yes.
And to change the article that you are stating.
It was the Constitution Review Committee. Yes.
Who is in charge?
Yes.
That is confidential.
I don't know who is in charge because I never find that article in the constitution I have, the updated one. In the updated constitution? Yes.
And you've promised to share with us the updated constitution.
Whatever we changed, we are in a constitution review committee, and we are working on some other stuff. So I don't know who changed it.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be last year or the other years before 2018, because I think people who are maybe for the years are stock 20s, they might not understand. And maybe 2019 there's something happened, or 2020, maybe it was changed then.
Yeah, maybe it was not updated.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. SecGen, Actually, one thing that we basically know, again, it's a question about the class reps again that I'm having here. You dismissed flat out, and told me that I should have rudiments of logic before asking you about this issue signatory of the association. Is this the issue you are saying, that you people changed the constitution? This one was also changed in the application constitution.
You know, me being a signatory of the
EUSA account,
even that does not add up. Even if I sign the accounts and we don't follow the bureaucracy, you know, EUSA accounts has a lot of people to get involved in. Yes, we have the assistant dean, we have the DVC, we have both DVCs. It goes a lot of process so that we can get that money. Yes.
You as the secretary, your duty is disseminating information. Yes. Why didn't you just come out clear? Why didn't you come out privy to this and tell the class rep that your money has not, the token has not been disbursed because of 1, 2, 3. You kept. They claim you've been giving them promises next week.
Yes, I told them the money, and there's one point I told class rep that the person who is supposed to sign the check is not around. It's not around. If you can remember very well.
Yeah.
And the moment he will be around, the check will be signed and everything will be well.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll ask another question here. Someone again saying here, Cliff, the only part that last government amend was election or token for speaker and clerk.
Yes.
When were the students consulted about this? And then it's chair to delegate duties to the two. It's chair to delegate the core mandate of secretary. Chair's duty is to delegate, and your core mandate is to pass information. So if you want to delegate this, so what are you going to do? What are you doing? He's saying that chair's duty is the chair who delegates information duty, and yours is to pass information. But you are saying you want to delegate a duty.
Yeah, I understand the chair is also the chair has a mandate to delegate a duty to me, and also in my capacity, I might be engaged somewhere. I might having maybe some meetings and whatever. So if it's a welfare docket, I preferred somebody in charge of welfare to do the communication. If it is an academic issue, I preferred, when I'm engaged, I preferred Philip Nyayo to do the same.
Okay.
Yes.
So, and of late we've seen you people maybe go to other universities, hold events there, the HELB. Previously, I'm not trying to compare you to the other regimes, but I'm just bringing history down. Just to your predecessor, their administration held a Shikarada event here that really, it was a mental health event, and it really captured and cultivated. It really captured a lot of students and even educated them and highlighted them so much. Maybe you people, you are planning to do the same, because we're only seeing you visit instead of maybe you've planned even to invite, so that.
I think Balozi, I don't know if you are in Egerton University, because this association has carried out many events as possible. Yes, we had the first year's event, we had the clubs day, we had a lot of events the past semester. And this semester we are planning the cultural week, we are bringing it in school. We are having another event which is an educative event with masterclass. It's coming in a few weeks' time, by maybe between 2nd to maybe 7th.
Who is in charge of the masterclass event?
We are working at EUSA SGC.
Particularly whose docket?
Yes.
Whose docket is it? Because it can't be everyone.
It can't be everyone.
Like for the sports, it's Mr. Patrick Njuguna.
Yes.
Yeah, so in this masterclass.
You know, not sports, Patrick Njuguna is...
Gender and co-curriculum.
It's like an organizing secretary. And if anything comes in chair's office, he must copy it to the organizing secretary, who is maybe Patrick Gender. And if anything like masterclass comes to my office, I must copy it to the same. So Patrick Njuguna is the one who is organizing it. Yes.
Okay.
because he's our organizing secretary.
Of late, it's been noted, and people have witnessed when Party Juguna, one SGC organizes a meeting. Not all SGCs attend. At most, the chairperson will attend, and you will attend. What about the others? Does this show that you people have a rift amongst you? We'll continue to the question. That's a food for thought. My second, according to the Constitution, no one is allowed to campaign before time. But I'm glad you have highlighted on the same. So maybe what can you tell the comrades as you now embark from office and usher in a new political regime? And you've said here that you are not sure, you can't tell us whether you have plans of contesting or not.
Yeah, because that time has not come, and when that time comes, I will maybe.
But this is not a campaign. This is just an interview, a conversation.
There is an interview, so that's why I maybe chose to remain silent about that.
So you are not going to campaign?
Yes.
You are not going to vie for the chairperson's position?
Because that time has not come. This is not the right time to declare, because we have not been asked to maybe present as in declare our seats.
Yeah, this is just behind the door.
We are still in the office, and I'm still the Secretary General of Egerton University till maybe the new commission or the IEBC commission is put in place. That is when I will see becoming the secretary of the association.
I have a question that is just behind the door. It's not official actually, yes, but this is just a question. You have a rift, and you guys are in dialogue between you and the director academics, Mr. Nyayo, considering the fact that the chairperson has endorsed the two of you. So you two have to sit down and agree that who is to step down for the other in the bid to the run-up of the elections that are yet to be conducted, the chairperson's elections.
I don't know why you are insisting with this word called rift. I don't know.
There's not rift in my sentence. I didn't say rift. Did you hear rift? I said, my question was,
yes,
the chairperson has at some point, through her actions, maybe endorsed you and Nyayo, the director academics, and you two are sitting down and having a dialogue at this point. So for who to drop down for the other? Could you maybe just give us?
Those are the good news that I'm hearing right now. And I don't think if Madam Chair has endorsed anybody. And it's not true. It's not true at all.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe just a parting shot, or any word to the comrades as we end our live show today.
Yes, what I can tell my fellow comrades that leaders, we are in this office to serve their interests, and it's a privilege to us, and we thank God for giving us this opportunity. And for the few time remaining, we'll ensure we deliver on our mandate. Yes, and we are here for you people, and we thank God for the same, because so far where we have come from is where maybe some of the obstacles were, but we are glad that we are ending our tenure in style, and we promise big things coming soon.
Yeah, once again, fellow citizens, it started with a promise contained in a manifesto. Osundwa having a slogan, Comrades Agenda First, Make Egerton Great Again. Osundwa is the only man who won elections without a manifesto. That's great. And here, we have sought to put meaning behind his manifesto. And today, I was very much hosted, and we were humbled to host Osundwa behind us, the SecGen, and he has highlighted us so much on very many issues and told us about his bid, all he has done, and all that is yet to do in the previous, just to be conducted elections. So, till next time, I was your host, Dickens Omolo, and he was your guest,
Osundwa.
Yeah, thank you.
We hustle
We go through.
Access granted.
We win.